Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Score a 2 for $5 deal on a sausage McMuffin with egg and more. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. I think Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
Yeah. DM Deep Dive time, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo-hoo. Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right. Sean's asking, if that group chat leaked, who would be fired first?
Oh, like the show group chat?
So the show group chat, yeah.
Our show group chat is pretty innocent, I'd say. Like, a lot of it is just like show-related stuff, and every now and then, like something funny pops up on IG that we share, or in Maria's case, maybe TikTok that you see, you would share. But I don't think there's anything in the chat that would be fireable.
Every now and then I'll send Mocha something.
Oh, yeah. That stuff would be...
I think like between me and Mocha, like... with what we message back and forth, who would be fired first?
100%. Oh, who would be fired first?
Yeah, you.
You think so?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me think about yesterday real quick.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it would be you.
No,
it would
I don't
be you.
think so.
It would be you. For sure, it would be you.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, these three that I sent yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's, yeah. Okay, so the answer is me.
Yeah.
But that's just between me and you.
Yeah. Is that
right?
who is your... who's your gnarliest sort of like DM partner? Like, do you know what I mean? Whether it's DMs or whether it's like a text, like who in your life like do you share the gnarliest stuff with?
It's you.
Yeah.
And then also Shem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I would say it's you and my brother.
Okay.
See, the difference is though is that I like every now and then, like I'll get something from you or I'll get something from Shem, which is like, it's not stuff, it's not jokes a white guy can make, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll avoid like even getting in on that,
Yeah.
right? Like
because you don't want to know, you don't want to say like, haha, but then like, know if you're being offended, but not respond, because if you don't respond, maybe... You're being offensive.
No, and I worry about that because I sent Maury something really gay the other day too, and I'm always God, is that offensive or is it funny? But it was funny, right?
Always
funny,
Yeah.
always funny. Yeah. Just because there's these two gay guys that do this podcast where I think we played a clip on the show where they were like, what's the gayest name?
Oh, and they said Matthew, right?
Matthew. But then they do a whole bunch of stuff. Like they'll just go through animals and they'll be like giraffe and they're like gay. They'll be like zebra, gay. They were really stuck on beavers though. Yeah, because at first they were like super gay, and they were like, "No, man, they build stuff like they're like they're construction workers, but they slap their ass, right? But they're like a pack animal, right? So they're sort of like got their gang and they build things, right? So they were really stuck on beavers. But I send that stuff to Maury all the time.
Maria, in your friend group chat, who would we be surprised to know sends the most shocking or says the most shocking things?
I'd say like, I don't know. I guess I would probably end up sending some funny ones. I guess I would say more.
No, but like we would
Nothing
be
fireable.
shocked, like crude, rude.
I mean,
Any dude stuff?
what do you mean, dude stuff?
Like you guys send pictures of like
No.
no? Oh,
No.
okay, all right.
No.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know. Okay,
Like,
that's
we'll
fine.
talk about things in person.
but not
No,
like
I
not
won't.
in the
For my For You
group
page
chat.
is not that.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't get those weird videos.
Yeah.
Maury, do you and Matthew send like
all the time.
crude stuff back and forth?
All the time.
All the time.
Bring your phone in here right
Not
now,
a-
really
No,
quick.
not
No,
a
I'm not going to show anybody
No,
else.
I'm not
You're just going to show
No.
me, and you can hold your phone.
Maury just stuffed his phone down the front of his pants.
Best of luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, next DM, please, Maria.
Yeah.
All right. Ashley
I'm going to
says.
start calling him. Hold on. Your phone's on vibrate, right, Mel?
It is. What does Ashley say?
She's saying, how would a guy like to be hit on? How does a girl shoot their shot?
Oh, damn.
Okay, first, let's reverse this. Maria, how does a girl shoot their shot?
Oh, hold on a second.
I just called Maury.
No.
This is one way.
Maria, how does a girl shoot her shot?
I think if you're doing it over social media, you just got to send a message. And either if you're replying to a story, make it a conversation of that's not a word, a thing that they can answer. And then,
just to keep the convo going.
Just to keep the convo going.
Okay.
And if you're in person, just go up to them and just be like, hey, introduce yourself. I don't think that there's a specific way. I just think you got to have the confidence to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So to answer Ashley's other question, how would a guy like to be hit on? I don't know. I think like talking to them, right?
I mean,
Like, do guys find pickup lines funny?
It depends on
Because
what
I
the
know
pickup line
girls
is.
think that they're kind of corny.
Yeah, I think it shows sense of humor, but also like, is it lame? The line, because that could get the conversation going.
yeah, it's a tough one because like if you're deliberately being lame, then that's fine. Like I watched there was one video the other day that I was watching where this guy walked up to this woman. And she was just like sitting on a beach kind of thing, like with her, not like on lounge chairs with her friend. And he walked up to her and he's like, hey, just need to tell you, there's that guy over there thinks you're really, really hot. And then she was like, oh, and she looked over there. And then he ran from where he is to over there and waved at her.
Oh, that's funny.
That's actually pretty funny.
That's incredible.
Right?
That's good.
You know what I mean?
And I think I know the YouTube channel that you watch, by the way, because I love him.
No, I just saw it. I saw it on social, and I was just like, "That's like that. Like that's cheesy and corny, but it's funny, right? Like, and it's genuinely funny. But how do guys like to get hit on? Like, I think guys, you think you just have to know the guy, which is impossible because some guys, want to be complimented. Some guys, want you to DM them, nudes right away, right?
Oh,
like
wow.
that's what turns some guys on. Some guys, want to have something in common where they like want to be hit on at a place where they know that they already have something in common with you. Like
Sure.
there's a lot of fear in it, right? Like there's a lot of fear in getting hit on and sort of building those first steps. But I think universally what people have grown to hate and why people maybe don't get into a ton of relationships is, how many different conversations about like, what's your favorite movie? Where did you grow up? Like all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think those should be like within the first, 5 times you see someone, the backstory stuff. I think that's for later. I think if you're hitting on someone in those first couple of dates, make it about the two of you in that moment. And the only history you have is from that day you met. After that, you can start talking about family, where you grew up, what college did you go to, all that other stuff. But those are the questions like that you can't answer them anymore.
Bro, you should start up a new IG account.
Right.
To give dudes
Yeah,
advice.
yeah.
Or give women advice. Or just dating advice in general.
Yes.
Is your phone still in your pants, Maury, and you're waiting for Roz to call you?
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is
Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the DM Deep Dive.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Here we go. Time once again for another DM Deep Dive. Any of the DMs you send to our KISS social accounts, Maria gathers them, brings them to the show, and we get to have some great fun and funny conversations.
Hey, Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right. Caitlin says, has anyone ever said they've adopted any of your quirks or habits from listening to the show over the years? If so, what is your most favorite or surprising one that they have?
Do you want to go first, Maria?
If people have taken my quirks?
No. Have you taken any from any of us? Like being on the show for almost 2 years now.
No.
Okay. Shem?
No, but I would say that people just like, they just sort of say back like the things that my parents say on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like they'll like, I believe we even spoke to somebody who says that like they tell their kid, come on, Shamroy.
Yeah,
all the time,
I do
right?
that too.
Right?
Yeah,
you do that.
Oh, I do.
Shamroy is still very much in my vocab.
Come on, Shamroy.
Yeah.
I do have one.
Okay,
That's
go.
a recent one. I can't say Mark Carney without saying it normally.
Yeah.
Like,
there you
that
go.
is the only way I can say it because Roz hasn't said it like
Mark
that.
Carney.
Mark Carney. So that's the only way I can say
Okay,
it.
so
now.
I I was out, right? And I heard two people talking where somebody said Mark Carney.
No.
Right? Yes, they did. Yeah. And I'm like, there's no way that you did not do that from listening to the show. Like there's no way. Catherine hated it when I first started doing it.
Really?
And now my kid only says Mark Carney.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's like addicting. It's so bad.
Yes.
It's the only way you know how to say it.
Yes.
David Moore, you
Carney.
got an answer?
I mean, people used to say "shut up, Maury" or whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah. Shut up, Maury.
Yeah.
Remember that years ago?
Remix we used to play forever ago.
Yeah. Like, I mean, people are, like, I've had people yell, "Let's do the news" so many times.
Oh,
But that's not like, I don't know if they're like saying that in their real lives, right? Like, that's just stuff that they say to us when they, like when they meet us kind of thing.
Have
right?
you guys adopted any quirks from like Shem, Maury, or I, you think? No. Or of each other? Like,
Oh, I will say this, but it's not necessarily a quirk. But if I see the word archives in my head, I'll say archives.
Oh, good one. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like I still say,
Absolutely.
like check the archives.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, that's a real good one.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
a lot. And even with Maury, like, and you were doing it today, right? With me, Mocha. Maury did all this stuff when he was down at Maple Leaf Square for all the Leafs games, and every time they lost, Maury would just say, "Oh no, what happened?" And he would talk to fans.
Yeah.
And I was just showing Mocha pictures on my phone of a tree that fell in my backyard, and literally, it's horrific. Like stuff is broken. It's going to cost me thousands of dollars.
Oh, no.
And I'm showing it to Mocha, and Mocha's going, "Oh no, what happened?" And then I flip to another picture, and he's like, "Oh no, what happened?" Like I can't help myself.
I know. Sorry, guys, it's a habit. Anyway, next DM, please, Maria.
all right, Charles says, just listening to the podcast and my mind was wondering, so Maury has been on this diet, but does that mean he is now out of the red as he's not spending $50 on Uber orders and popcorn? That was a
Great
question.
question.
Yeah.
Great question.
Maury, what's the Uber Eats ordering like these days?
I'll still order groceries on Uber Eats. So no,
Okay.
I'm still in the red.
But
But
you-
not. It takes me a few more days to get in the red.
But you're not ordering like what
I'll
you
order
would.
Matthew dinner.
Yeah.
So I'll order his food or whatever because he does laundry and stuff. So I'll still order stuff, but less of it because he'll eat it.
But like you used to leave here and go home and order first round of Uber Eats before Matthew got home,
Yeah.
dispose of all the evidence, the bags,
The
the,
Maury
smell,
exclusive.
everything, right? Yeah. That was like part one.
Open
and then,
the balcony and let it air out.
Yes, and then Matthew would get home and you would order Uber Eats again.
And be like,
then-
oh, I'm so hungry.
Yes, and then like sometimes late at night you would order ice cream on Uber Eats.
Yeah, so I'll still order his food, like burgers or whatever, and ice
But
cream.
you have to be saving money though.
No.
How?
I like how you said at the beginning of this, it takes you longer to get into the red.
Yeah.
So had you got out of the red at any point?
Oh, yeah. Like
Oh.
like I'm always, like I'm out and then I'll dip my foot back in the red.
Okay.
It's like Shem and his sexuality.
Hey, hold on. Holy, wait, what?
Lord have mercy.
Just a toe, right? it's a long weekend.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell? It's a long weekend. Just see how it feels. You know.
See how it feels? No, I want to see how it feels.
All
Not
right.
that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's not.
Time for one more DM,
There's
please,
not.
Maria.
There's a lot right about it.
Wesley says, is Shem still super involved in his church? If so, what has been the most significant change since no longer being in the choir?
Oh, no,
Great follow-up.
I just dip in and out of it.
Yeah, he just dips in and out.
Yeah, no, I am still involved quite a bit, actually.
Because remind everyone, before you were the choir director.
Yeah, for 21 years.
And then you gave that up. Someone else is running that. So what are your now responsibilities with the church?
Yeah, and that person's doing a great job, by the way. Shout out to Rudy. He's killing it. I'm on the board at my church. So I'm with a group of people, and we handle like the church business, the finances and all that other stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm also the person who helps out with helps set up and tear down when there's like events.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people that lead that. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
still pretty involved.
And every now and then, because we played, when was it? It was for Mother's Day. You were up on stage
Right.
singing. So you still sing every now and then, right?
Yeah, every now and then I'll get asked to jump in and sing, which is it's kind of nice. It makes me feel like they haven't forgotten my 21 years of service, and they still enjoy my singing, which is really sweet.
And is this the church you went to like when you were a kid?
It was, yeah,
It was.
That's so nice.
for a long time. So everybody there's like family to me.
Is it the same? What do you have? A pastor? Is that the deal? You have
Yeah, a
pastor?
minister.
A minister. Is
Yeah.
it the same guy?
No, the minister that I had from when I was very small, passed away a couple of years ago. So now it's somebody new. She's been there for the last 4 years, and she's great. But yeah, again, everybody's like family at that church, so it's great.
Nice. There you go.
That's great.
Everyone, thank you for your DMs. Keep them coming in. We love talking about them every single day. They make their way over to Maria, who then organizes and brings them to the show. Thank you, Maria.
You got it.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Score a 2 for $5 deal on a sausage McMuffin with egg and more. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. I regret this already.
Here we go once again. Gang is here. He's Roz. I'm Mocha. Maria's here. Chef's here. Tampa Mori's here. And it is now time for the DM Deep Dive.
Yo, Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right, Steven says, do you guys ever take naps? I don't, and when I asked why, my answer was the last time I took a nap, I woke up to messages from people saying that they haven't heard from me in forever, but I knew that I was a basketball fan and that Kobe died. So from then, I don't take naps.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I mean, I have started taking naps again, not every day. I should, but whenever I get a chance, I found that when I take like an hour-long nap, when I wake up, I feel a lot more groggy for the rest of the day. And it was explained to me that, at least for me, when I get into that REM sleep, that super, super deep sleep where you're supposed to stay sleeping and then you wake up, that just screws with your body.
Yeah.
So I've now gotten into the habit of napping no more than 30 minutes. I set my alarm for exactly 30 minutes. I put my phone on my chest so I know I'm going to wake up. And I don't fall into that super deep sleep. And I kind of feel a little, like I did it yesterday, I kind of feel a little bit refreshed, but it doesn't screw with me where at 7:30 every night, like
Yeah,
that,
you
I
have a hard
don't
time
fall
falling
asleep.
asleep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So 30 is good just to give me that extra boost to get through the rest of the day.
Yeah, I could always do a quick 30. I could do a quick 30 right now.
Well,
well, I mean, I'm just saying I could. Right? It'd be very easy. I gotta show you this. I was gonna post this. I might still post this. Catherine took a picture of me the other day, right before a nap and right after a nap.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show it to you. Okay, so this is me, right before a nap.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I'm just sitting in my living room chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the sunglasses on and everything. You look like a model.
This is me after the nap.
Oh, buddy. What happened to you? You were fighting some demons in them dreams, bro. What were you doing?
That was 45 minutes.
Bro,
I don't know
Did you
what
get attacked
happened.
by your cats while you were sleeping?
I don't know what happened.
No, you know what that was? You know what the dream was? Is him and 99 others trying to fight a gorilla.
I don't know.
You're in rough shape, bro.
I don't know what happened.
Maria, do you take naps during the day?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But like I've had to learn that like my naps are not naps.
They're sleeps.
They're sleeps.
Yeah.
So if I take a nap, it's like 2-3 hours.
Oh,
so like I'm one of those
wow.
nappers. That's why like I try not to during the week.
Yeah.
Because I find I'm actually more tired if I take a 30-minute nap.
Well, yeah, because your body hasn't got that full rest that it needs. You're
and like
tricking your
I'm
body,
like
right?
annoyed if like I don't fall asleep on time, and then now I'm like I only have 25 minutes, and I only have 15 minutes, and I'm stressed out about falling asleep. So I don't know. I just live in a constant state of exhaustion.
I hear you. Same. That's all of us, girl.
I know,
Shem, what about you?
I rarely get a chance to get a nap in. I've typically got like different work and meetings pretty much that go well into the day.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit more of a process for me. I gotta fill up the tank.
Oh,
put on the mask.
Yeah.
You even do that with a nap, huh?
Yeah. I'll tell you, if I don't, like sleeping without the machine is a real difference, and you almost feel like you've been punched in the heart.
Oh wow!
A bunch of times if you don't.
I always found it weird because when Maury naps, Maury puts pajamas on, right? Like if I nap during the day, I'm in what I wore to work.
But I'm in pajamas the minute I get home, and I'm in them until I go to bed at night.
So you get home, you put on your PJs, and how long are you napping for?
If I don't have a reason to get up, I'll nap for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Okay. Maria, what's going on now? What are you shaking your head for?
Because the minute I get home, I put my indoor clothes on.
Okay, so like
and then I have
sweats
a
and a tee
different
or whatever.
outfit that I'll wear into bed.
Yeah.
So like I'll put like different the clothes I'm wearing around my house are not the ones I'll nap in.
Oh, what are you napping? Like pajamas?
Like I'll put shorts on and like a big
okay.
t-shirt, and then I will, like once I'm done napping, I'll put my track pants on and a sweater.
Drives Catherine crazy. I sit there and watch a movie in jeans.
Yeah.
Like it drives her nuts.
But like outdoor clothes cannot go on my bed.
So what do you do when you bring guys home?
Guys, no, they don't.
Like,
I don't bring.
do they have to bring a change of clothes? Like, and you make them change as soon as they walk in the house?
No, like
No?
like my boyfriend gets sit on the edge of my bed in his outdoor clothes.
Oh, I'm just
Or on my makeup chair, he can sit there.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, what else we got today, Maria?
All right, this is a good follow-up question. So it says, Vishon, do you think that your job takes a toll on your health and sleep based on the hours that you work?
Of course.
I think for all of us, it does, especially when we work the hours that we do. Any shift worker will tell you the exact same thing, or someone who has to work overnights, where you wake up basically in the middle of the night to go to work, or you wake up at night, you work overnight, and you get home in the morning.
Yeah.
I think anyone would say that, which is why, like for me at least, I try my best to get as much sleep as possible, eat as healthy as I can, and then try to get like 3, sometimes 4 workouts in a week.
Yeah, I'll tell you, over the last couple of years, there's just been so many stories that came out where they're like, if you're not getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, like you're taking years off your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this last couple of years, like the amount of articles and stories and research that has come out about sleep and how you need like 8, 9 hours, otherwise you're just going to die sooner, is like, it's so crazy to me. It's crazy because I can't remember the last time I slept for 7 hours.
Yeah,
You
I'd have to be
average
really
what?
sick.
Like during the week, I go to bed at 10:30, wake up at 3:30.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 5.
5, yeah.
Shem?
Yeah, I'd have to be really sick to get more than like 6-7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Rose. I typically get about 4.5.
Yeah.
Maury?
I'll get like on a weekend, I can get 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes more.
Yeah,
Right?
isn't that fabulous?
Like sometimes more. Mario will like go to bed at midnight and wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day.
Damn.
And then the whole day ahead of me.
Maria, you've been on the show now almost 2 years with these particular hours. To answer Vishon's question, do you think your job takes a toll on your health and sleep based on the hours? What's your answer?
Yeah. Like I'm a very high energy person. But I find that like I'm just always tired now.
Yeah.
And like I can't get a proper sleep in, because even if I want to sleep in, I can't anymore. And if I want to try to go to bed early, my body just still won't let me. So I'm just in this like whirlwind of lack of sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a part of the job. And once you're here, your energy kind of kicks in and the adrenaline keeps going. But it's just a matter of adjusting. And yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you, everyone, for all of the DMs that you were sending in. These are the conversations that happen because of your DMs. It's been great. We'll do this again tomorrow. Thanks, Maria.
You got it.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Another round of DMs to get through. The DM Deep Dive happens on the show every day. You send us DMs to any of the KISS social accounts. Maria gets them, and then we do the deep dive on the show.
Maria, what do we have in the DMs today?
All right, Roz. Lindsay says, I want to know that if Roz or Mocha ever finish an FML and roll their eyes or think that the person is absolutely crazy and they can't help them.
All the time!
But we don't...
Don't not try.
But we
Right?
don't necessarily do it like to diss them once we finish the call and like we
No.
hung up. Like we would tell them straight up our opinion. Like this is ridiculous, or you're being ridiculous, or that person in your life. Like we would just be straight up.
Like
if there's an eye roll moment, we will say like, oh my God, I can't believe we're doing this FML with you today. Like this is nonsense.
The ones that always elicit that sort of response are the times when people call in and they've done something wrong or they continue to have terrible behavior towards another person. They feel it's justified. When they call into us, they're looking for validation. They're looking for us to say, yes, what you're doing, what you said, how you're acting is the right thing to do. And it rarely goes that way for them. It rarely goes that way when somebody calls us looking for validation. And so it's always the eye roll happens when I'm like, what did you think was going to happen when you called in? Where people who are so convinced that their terrible behavior is justified, and then they call in to just try and get us to say, oh my God, yes. And it never happens.
No.
And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Right?
So the eye rolls or the ridiculousness of stuff, it happens on the phone with that person.
Yeah.
They know exactly how we feel.
Yeah, rarely do we finish one that ends a certain way, and then as soon as we hang up, we feel a different way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that never. Like if you're thinking that, like sometimes we do an FML where we say stuff just to say stuff, or we say stuff to not sound too harsh, or we say stuff to maybe sound a little bit more kind, whatever it is. And then as soon as we turn, as soon as we hang up on the caller, Mocha and I are like, oh God, that never happens. Like our reaction and how we feel about a call is always displayed within the call. Like we never have a change of heart afterwards.
There you go. What else we got today, Maria?
All right. FJ says in episode 894, Roz was really sad that none of his teachers are in touch with him. Sorry. I mean, considering you went to school in the 1930s, how many are we expecting to still be around?
Oh, man.
Shut up.
Damn.
That's cool. Are you even curious to know, like, who or what any of your teachers are up to these days?
Not
Or you think
based
they're-
on this question. I'm not having this conversation.
Okay, forget the 1930s. Forget
No,
the troll job.
I'm
Just
not
in
even.
general, right?
Don't care.
Like,
I'm
not
not-
one teacher that, like, stands out, that, like, really tried to
Bro.
make a difference in your life. Not one teacher that, like, gave you the encouragement.
I am not opening up emotionally in any way after a troll job.
Bro.
It's not happening.
We're not going to laugh at you.
I don't
Okay,
care.
1950s.
I don't.
Damn.
Maria.
Okay, there we go.
Girl.
Next question. Next question. Next question. I'm not doing that. I'm
Maria,
not.
I was
I'm not
so
turning.
close. I
No,
thought
no,
we
no.
almost
I'm
had
not
him,
turning.
girl.
I'm not turning some question into like a heartfelt moment.
Okay.
Right? It's not going to happen.
Can you
Sorry.
at least, okay, don't tell the story. Can you at least say the name of the teacher? Oh,
Nope. Nope. They're not getting that out of me. It's not happening.
Okay.
Right?
Next DM, please,
Thank you.
Maria.
All right. Tito says, since June is basically here this week, has summer officially started?
Yes.
I mean, I say summer starts
unofficially. Yes.
like once May 2-4 weekend hits.
Yeah.
That's like your unofficial kickoff. So I would say, even though, like, quote unquote, the official start of summer isn't
Yeah.
until was like June 21st or 22nd,
Yeah,
or
it's
something
always
like that.
the 21st, 22nd.
Right?
Yeah.
I say right now we are, I know it doesn't feel that way depending on where you are in the country,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I would say now we are into the summer and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I agree. College kids are finishing school after the May 2-4 weekend. Like, it's summer.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Absolutely.
guys all
I would say
think the same?
pre-summer,
Yeah.
pre-summer,
Yeah.
pre-summer,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Shem, don't start.
I don't
start.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. I don't until that first vacation. Seriously, for us, I don't.
You don't, huh?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
our
feel
first
like it's
vacation isn't until like July.
Yeah,
That's
kinda see
honestly
what he's
that's
saying.
that's how
I
I
kinda
feel.
see what
Yeah,
he's saying.
until it's not summer because for me, I associate summer with vacation.
Really,
right?
huh?
And until we get that first
Not
one,
with hot weather.
No,
Not
no.
when you gotta like
You don't
crank
know.
the AC in the car.
consider June the summer?
no,
or when you step
No, no,
outside,
I
it's
do.
humid and
I-
it's so hot.
I do, but later June is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah,
Seriously.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, thank you everyone for all of your DMs. Keep them coming in, especially the ones that want to troll Roz. We will get him one day. Cool. Any of the DMs that you send in to any of the KISS social accounts, get to Maria. And then we chat about them. That was great. Thanks, Maria.
You got it.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. You wouldn't say that to your mama, so why us?
Here we are. The entire Roz and Mocha show is here. It is now time for today's DM Deep Dive.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
All right. Tisha says, does Roz's tummy hurt from drinking soda first thing in the morning?
No, not
Oh,
at
and just to be
all.
clear, it's club soda.
Club soda. Yeah. Soda
Oh,
water.
you're not
yeah.
down in like a Pepsi.
No.
Like a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, is that Dr. Pepper?
What's that Dr. Pepper?
Is that Dr. Pepper?
So you don't find that like the bubbles bother your stomach first thing in the morning?
No, I love bubbles first thing in the morning. Really? Oh, I can't start my day. I can't start my day without bubbles.
So is it even like on the weekends when you wake up?
Absolutely.
You'll have a club soda before you even
Yeah.
have your coffee?
Don't have coffee.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Before
you
I
stopped
even make a
drinking
tea.
coffee.
I mean, I had a coffee yesterday. I shouldn't lie. I had but I always get like a little tiny one. No bubbles though. Like, and I'm more in the line of club soda bubbles than I am of like San Pellegrino or Perrier or any of the other ones. Right?
Oh, look at this guy.
I need big bubbles. Right? They
snooty about his bubbles.
I am. Well, no, because like Montclair and San Pellegrino, the bubbles are too small. Even at Perrier, the bubbles are too small. I need a big bubble.
Yo, that's money talking right there.
And club soda, and in particular about club soda too. Like if you put 3 club sodas in front of me, I can tell you which one's which.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We should try that.
Yeah. I'm 100% all morning long. I had 2 this morning before work.
Your blue bin must be leaning, sir.
Bro, my blue bin is only cans. It's only cans
And
because
like club soda
Catherine drinks Perrier as well. It sounds like I'm remember that in Star Wars when they blew 3PO apart and Chewbacca had to carry the droid over his shoulder, right? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like I'm carrying a droid, like a bunch of like machine parts when you take my recycling out. It's all cans.
Do you ever take the tabs so you can make wheelchairs?
I remember that.
What?
Don't you remember that?
No.
When you were a kid? So you know the tabs on the top of the soda can, right?
Yeah.
These things. You used to, and I don't even know if this was an actual thing that they did, but there was there was a drive where you would save these, right? And you would have like a can in your house or in the school, and you would save these little tabs off the top of a soda can because apparently they made wheelchairs out of them.
But why wouldn't they use the whole can? Because
I don't know.
tabs are made out of the same material.
I don't know why. You would always do that. And like you would go to throw it out
There's
in the garbage.
no way that's real.
No,
that can't be real.
It was a thing. No, it was a thing.
But why would they ask for just the tab and not the whole can?
I don't know. And there was always a picture of like a kid in a wheelchair, like a brand new wheelchair, doing like a thumbs up, right?
To say thank you for helping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But maybe
that
was
just seems like a very long process. If you're only saving the tabs.
I'm telling you, this is what they did in schools.
Oh my!
Yes.
Wow, I do not remember.
No,
Okay, time to move on. What else we got in the DM deep dive today, Maria?
All right, Raina says, I saw once that Maria does a morning drink on her TikTok. Does she still drink it or has it changed?
What drink is this?
So-
You have the same thing every day?
Yeah, so I take these greens and I put like a bunch of other stuff in it and I have it every morning. So
okay.
like what's in it is IM8. It's like a greens powder. And then I put L-glutamine, creatine, collagen, and that's it.
Oh, and just with water?
Yeah.
And you drink that, like just sip on it throughout the morning?
Yeah. I'll either
okay.
have it like while I'm here or on my way home. Like, it changes every day, but I have it in the morning.
Sounds chalky.
It can be.
Yeah.
It's
if you
thick.
don't mix it right.
Yeah.
Sounds chalky.
Like I have like super greens that I bring in every day with my water.
Yeah.
And if like a clump of it ends up at the bottom of the bottle, and even no matter how much I shake, like that little clump of powder does not want to break open.
Yeah.
By the time it does, it's like close to the end of the drink.
Yeah.
And then same. It's like it's just like, it's like I'm drinking sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get no.
Yeah.
It takes a second to make though, which I have to start pre-making it. This morning though, I was putting my collagen in there.
When you say takes a second, does that mean like it takes no time at all or it takes too long?
Takes too long.
Oh.
Sorry.
When did we
I
start
don't
saying
know why
that?
I said that like that.
When did we start saying that?
Just move on, Maria. Just move on. Don't
Anyways.
continue.
Oh, it's like
because he's going to ask you other questions.
know.
You're going to be forced to answer.
I don't want to.
Oh, it's like when some idiot goes, "Oh, hey, well, it's been a minute." Shut up.
Well, yes,
No, it
you
hasn't.
don't
It's
say
been,
that.
It's been forever, is what you want to say. It's been a minute.
Okay.
I'm like, no, man, it hasn't been a minute. I haven't seen you in 5 years.
But that's
Yeah,
slang,
but it's like
man.
yeah.
When somebody says, "Yo, I haven't seen you in a hot minute," or "I haven't seen you in a minute," and that's been around forever.
Yeah.
That's slang.
It has
for
not
like,
been around forever.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
No, it has not been around forever.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
I'm gonna
We're
move
getting
on.
very close to him ranting. So
Okay.
let's do one more deep dive.
All right,
please.
this one's for you, Mocha. It's from Pina. And she asks, does Mocha ever get tired of eating as much as he does? Man eats more than some bodybuilders.
No, because I'm used to it. I've always
You
eaten
eat frequently, too,
the amount
right?
of food. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not that I'm eating large meals throughout the day. I will have like somewhat of a big breakfast when I get to work. And then throughout the show, I'm snacking like every couple of hours. I'll have like a protein bar or I'll have like some fruit or I'll have some veggies. And then after the show, I'll have another big meal. Or when I get home, I'll have lunch. But everything in between my major meals, I'm just like snacking on just because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And I get
And you've
hungry.
always been that way.
Yeah. And I get hungry like quickly. Like if I don't eat every 3 hours, by the time like 3.5 hits, I am starving. So
When do you cut off like your night? Because I know you go to bed pretty early. So when's kind of like your last meal?
very last is dinner, and dinner could wrap at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Dinner could wrap at 5:30, 6. Anything beyond that, never.
So it makes sense that like you're hungry when you get up.
Yeah,
because
I don't like going to bed like with a full stomach either.
I
right?
love
That's not good for you.
Oh, I love it. I had a burrito. I had my last bite of burrito 15 minutes before I went to bed.
Oh my God, no, I can't do that.
I love
really
it.
quick,
And I
Maria.
sat in bed, I just rubbed my belly. Oh, it's so swole too.
Last
My
meal.
I finished eating around 6:37.
Okay, Maury?
And my last meal is at 5:30.
Okay, Shem?
Gosh, I'm like Roz, like late, probably like 10.
Oh my God.
Maybe, yeah, like
No
10 or so.
way.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I only eat like 1 or 2 meals a day.
Oh, if I
crazy.
go to bed and I put my hand like underneath my face, like on my pillow, and I smell fresh chicken wing on my fingers still, baby, that's a good
Wash
night.
your hands with soap,
That's
man.
a good night.
Thank you, everyone. This has been a wonderful DM Deep Dive today. These are the conversations that happen. I learned a lot about everybody on the team today. Maybe you did as well. So keep those DMs coming in.
I burped one night when I got into bed. Catherine almost had to go sleep on the couch. It smelled so
Ew.
bad because I just ate.
Brush your teeth, man.
It's a burp.
Even still, like, I don't know.
There's no brush that gets that. Oh,
Thanks,
so
Maria.
You got it.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Seeker app.